Okay, we have a 1500 battle report for you today. Eldar versus Grey Knights. My Eldar army's got 3 Falcons, 2 of which have Dire Avengers and a regular Farseer, 1 of which over here has Fire Dragons. I have 6, of these Warp Spiders over here, 2 squadrons of 2 Vypers, one's with Bright Lances, one's with Scatter Lasers and Shuriken Cannons, and I'm facing a tiny 1500 point army from the Grey Knights, beautifully painted, Paladins. So we have Draigo over there, we've got a big group of Paladins, and then a small group of 2 Paladins. We have a Tech Marine converted with a cool conversion beamer there. And we have a Dreadnought as well. Venerable Dreadnought? Yeah, Venerable Dreadnought, look at that guy. It's going to be pretty awesome fight. So what a tiny army, my god, there's like 12 models on it. That's amazing. Okay, so back in a bit, my opponent can choose to steal initiative. Do you want to try to steal initiative or no? It's kill points right now. So he's not going to try to steal initiative. You sure about that? Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so I am going first. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up my turn 1, we fortuned these guys. We guided these guys over here. They fired into there. They fired into there. They fired in there. It took all that shooting. We got him down to 1 wound, but then he kept making a 6+ feel no pain. Eventually, we finally got 1 wound in from the pulse laser wasted on this guy into that Vindicator Assassin. And we finally killed him for a kill point. This vehicle managed to fire, 2 connected twice, this guy connected twice with pulse laser. They had cover, but 2 of them failed cover, so 2 instant Paladins were instant killed there. They failed their cover saves. That was pretty lucky for me. These guys did not decide to teleport, and now it is the bottom of turn 1 for the Grey Knights. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 1 for the Grey Knights. Army shifted a little bit behind the building, took some cover. They're like, Battle Brothers, get behind that building, take cover. Meanwhile, Twin Link Las Cannon fired in on that Falcon over there and shook him. Holofield, he got a penetration, but thank God for Holofield, so he got shaken. We also had a conversion beamer blast into this guy, strength 8, direct hit, and shook me as well, so I'm shaken. That was it for shooting on this phase. We're back to top of turn 2 coming up. Okay, pretty quick turn as I went flat out over here. These guys moved over there, made way for this guy to go flat out because he was shaken. This guy was shaken, so we went flat out over here on that side of the board, just totally changed motion. These guys moved up with cover. Their Bright Lances were just in range. They fired, they had kind of like, this guy had a view through the woods there, this guy had a view over here. We managed to get 1 wound on the Paladins, and he failed the cover save, so we instantly killed him there. This guy was guided, fired all of his stuff, got 3 hits on that walker there, but only glanced him, so he just can't shoot. And that was it. These guys fired at the Paladins, but it got only 1 hit and rolled a 1 to wound, so nothing happening there. Bottom of turn 2 coming up. Okay, surrounding up bottom of turn 2, what happened? 2 deep strikers failed to come in. However, what happened here, he successfully managed to make his check to be able to shake off the shaken result. He rolled a 6 on 3d6, so pretty impressive there. Fired at my Falcon, connected, but couldn't glance or penetrate me, so I'm able to shoot. These guys over here, conversion beamer from this guy, fired into this Falcon again, went for the D3 blast, got 3 blasts. 2 of them fell onto these guys, but they made all their saves with the 3+ and fortune. And that was it. The rest of the squad just, I guess, stayed where it is. That was it. Alright, they're just kind of hanging back there. They don't want to come forward. We're going to have to try to push them forward. Here we go. Okay, rounding up top of turn 3, what happened? Bright Lances fired into that guy, blew away his las cannon arm. Guided vehicle over here. Fired tons of shots in there, but we couldn't finish the job. We couldn't get the kill point. These guys, what happened over here is this guy managed to get in a position where they had no cover, so he fired in here. Pulse laser managed to wipe 1 guy out instantly, but unfortunately that was the guy that these guys were able to see, so they weren't able to shoot anything because the 1 guy that was in range to be seen got killed. But we managed to kill 1 more Paladin and blow away a weapon. So slow turn again, but we're advancing in on the Grey Knight army. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 3, what happened? These guys finally moved forward. Tech Marine said, what's wrong with that las cannon? Moved right up to it, rolled a 5, repaired the las cannon. Las cannon fired into here. Unfortunately connected, but couldn't get through my armor again. These guys finally showed up. They teleported in, deep struck in here. Tried to do Holocaust, failed on Runes of Warding, took a perils, but this guy rolled 2 6s invulnerables in a row, so he didn't take a wound. Pretty nice. Bolter tried to fire in here, but I made my saves. And that's it. So on to turn 4. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 4, what happened? Fired just about a ton of stuff. Bright Lances both missed. Shots from some other stuff missed. These guys finally connected and actually put 1 wound each. Each guy has 1 wound each on there from these guns here. These guys tried to fire in there, but still no wounds from their guns. AP2 armor holding up very nicely. Sorry, I mean 2+ armor. This guy over here had no cover against this guy, but couldn't connect. However, this guy was managed to connect with his shots and explode the walker. So we finally got a 2nd kill point there. Meantime, this guy was firing in there, but no wounds caused to this unit. We caused a lot of non-AP wounds, so we'll just pass them all. And that's it, so on to bottom of turn 4. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 4, what happened? These guys moved up and ran 6 inches. They're now in the middle of the board. They're finally close enough to start doing stuff. Over here, these guys shot in, they moved up, shot my rear armor, couldn't glance me, and then charged in with crack grenades, but missed, because I had gone 6 inches, so they needed 4s to hit me. And that was it, so we're on to turn 5 in this quickly moving game. Okay, rounding up top of turn 5, what happened? We keep guiding this vehicle. What happened? We finally managed to gun down those 2 paladins. It actually took a lot of shooting. It took these guys and those guys and the vehicle. Finally gunned down those 2 paladins with 1 wound remaining. These guys flew up over here, gunned into there, flew back. I think put 1 entire wound on a guy just because of they have the apothecary in there. So, however, these guys were managed to connect with some insta kills. I think we insta killed 2 guys. So 2 more guys went down. There's just 2 paladins left, a Draigo and a Tech Marine. Draigo took 1 wound. No, he made his field of pain. Never mind. Okay, so on to bottom of turn 5. It's so far we still have 3 kill points here. Okay, so rounding up bottom of turn 5, what happened? These guys just moved up and decided to run. It's bottom of turn 5, you know, they just want to sort of be in the middle of the board in case the game continues. And I guess we're going to see if the game continues. Let's roll it up the dice on a 1 or 2, the game lands. Game continues. Alright, so we're still going to keep playing. Here we go. Okay, quick roundup. Top of turn 6, we just fired everything into here. Caused no wounds anywhere, though. We got some instant kills. Did we? Oh, we insta-killed 1 wound on Draigo, pardon me. So Draigo is... oh, actually, we did 2 wounds on Draigo, so he's down to 2. So it's that was sort of helpful, but it's not really helpful. We're not going to get any more kill points, I don't think. That was it. Oh, I forgot to actually do my... It's assault phase now. I was going to move these guys away, but whatever. And we're going to see... okay, well, these guys charged in over here. He tried to drop a nuke onto me, but it scattered away. These guys over here charged in. Draigo charged in. Draigo got a penetration through, but just made it so I can't shoot with Hall Fields. These guys got a glance in, so just made it so I can't shoot. And we're going to see if the game ends. 1, 2, or 3. Come on, let's end this. Let's end this. Oh, game continues to games. Turn 7. Why? Okay, here we go. Okay, so top of turn 7, what happened? Most of the army fired into either Draigo or this unit. This unit, we reduced him down to just the apothecary. The Farseer and this guy moved out, charged in, actually managed to slaughter the apothecary in combat. That was pretty impressive. That was a shining moment for them. Over here we gunned Draigo and we put him down to 1 last wound. We managed to get a wound on him that stuck, so he's down to 1 wound, and it's his turn to go. He's the last guy left, 1 wound on the board. Okay, so rounding a bottom turn 7, what happened? Draigo finally went down. He charged in here, shot me first. I made all my saves, charged in. He went after the unit, so I had defend, so he had 3 attacks. He managed to still wipe out 2 guys, even though I had a 5+ invulnerable rerollable save. My unit couldn't do it, but then Farseer got 1 hit in, 1 wound from the Witchblade, and he rolled a 1, so he finally went down. So good, good interesting fight at the end, but thanks for the game, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, yeah.